this application our team will provide. Okay, this is actually a zip file. Our team will provide this information. So what are all the things that you have to do? I'll explain. Okay, what are all the things that you have to do? First of all, Node.js community edition you uh, download and install. Node.js community edition you download and install. You try to do it. If not, I'll ask my team to share this information. Okay, share the software also. So you go and download the Node.js community edition, and you can also download and install MongoDB Compass community. MongoDB Compass community, Compass edition. It's also because Node.js application backend is actually MongoDB. Okay, so these two are prerequisite. These two are prerequisite. What you have to do? You have to install the Node.js community edition, and then you have to install MongoDB. While installing the MongoDB, the Compass edition, you have to focus on Compass edition. Okay, so you try to do both. If not, I'll ask my team to share the software to you. Okay, but both are straightforward approach only. I mean, you are going to download, click next, you are going to install it. Similarly, MongoDB also, you are going to click next. While installing, you need a username and password. That is the only thing you have to focus on. Okay, you need username, password for the DB. Okay, so other than that, it's actually a straightforward installation procedure only. You are going to download, install, next. That's all. It'll get over both the things. Okay, so first you are going to install Node.js server, and then you are going to install MongoDB. So say like if you are going here, in my case, if you look at it, Node.js is actually available, and then MongoDB Compass also available. Both are available. Okay, Node.js available, MongoDB Compass both are available. Okay, so in this folder I told you, right? I'm going to share one folder. In that there is one README file is there. README. Okay, README file is there. So actually saying this entire what is that? The entire installation procedure they gave it in this document only. But don't worry, I will explain it in a very short way. Okay, so first what you have to do? First you have to launch, okay, Node.js command prompt. First what you have to do? You have to launch Node.js command prompt. Okay, Node.js command prompt. Where is that Node.js command prompt? So inside the Node.js installation folder, there is a command prompt called Node.js command prompt. Please note down this. You are not going to launch a normal command prompt. You are going to launch the Node.js command prompt. Node.js command prompt. So in the heading, you can see Node.js command prompt. And you are going to copy the path. Okay, this is my Express Cart application path. I'm copying this Express Cart application path, going here. Just a minute. Before to that, I'll shut down this. Okay. Yes, instance is actually running. Okay. So if I'm saying like CD path of that folder and then click enter, I'm going inside the path right now. Okay. So that is the first activity that you are doing. And the next activity is, so npm space install. Npm space install. This is the command that you have to execute it. First what you have to do? You have to type it like this: npm space install. Okay, npm space install. You say like if you are entering that. It usually takes some time. Let it run. So if it is running, what it will do, it will give you certain information. One is, um, 14 packages are looking for funding. 14 packages are looking for funding. So what you have to do, simply you have to type it like npm space fund. Okay, npm, this is a command. Okay, npm space fund. If you are clicking that, certain packages would be installed. Okay, so look at here, it is actually installed. And then there are things require auditing. So what they are saying, npm space audit space fix. Okay, npm space audit space fix. Okay, so these are the three commands that we are going to execute. Okay, so if I click it, it will do some auditing. Okay, what I did first, npm space install, and then npm space fund, and then npm space audit space fix. Okay, so these are the three things I executed right now. Okay, npm space install, this is the first command, and then npm space fund, and then npm space audit space fix. Okay, and then I'm coming back to app dynamic screen, or maybe what I'll do, I'll make sure my application is working fine or what. Node space app.js is a command. Node space app.js is a command to start the application. So I'm entering this to see my application is actually starting or what. Wonderful, it is actually starting fine. So how to validate that? I can go to the browser. I can go to the browser. Localhost colon double one double one is a URL. If you look at it here, only the URL is there. Okay, localhost colon double one double one. So localhost colon double one double one, if I am entering, the application is actually working fine. Look at here, the application is ready. The application is ready. Okay, so first setting up the application, this is how you are doing. Setting up the application, this is how you are doing. Okay, I'll repeat the entire procedure one more time, please understand. First you are downloading the node.js server and then installing it, and then you are downloading the mongodb and then installing. Okay, mongodb, and you are running the command npm space install, npm space fund, npm space audit space fix, and then finally in order to start your application you are using node space app.js. Node space app.js. Actually, one question you guys will ask me, sir, you told you need to download and install MongoDB, right? But we did not do any configuration related to MongoDB. Where is that? Okay, so if I go to the folder, there is a config folder is there. If I click on that, there is a place called settings.json. Settings.json. Okay, in settings.json, if I am opening, okay, look at here, this is a place, this is a place your MongoDB is actually configured. This is a place your MongoDB is actually configured. Okay, MongoDB is actually configured. In my case, what happened, I mean, I told you, right? I installed MongoDB in my machine. Exactly this particular place only MongoDB is actually installed. This is the exact place my MongoDB is installed, because I installed in this machine, so it is actually exactly installed in this machine. So because of that, what happened, when I started this application, automatically it actually created one DB and it started writing the data. Maybe if I show you, just a minute. Look at here. The application is actually running in localhost colon 27017. 27017. It exactly matched to my installation path. That is the reason, if I'm not doing anything also, after starting this application, look at here in the console, some information started writing. Okay, some information started writing because it is actually default database path itself matched in my case. But but if in case in your case you are installing the MongoDB in different machine, you are installing the Node.js in different machine, means very simple. You go to this path and provide the IP address of your database here. But usually MongoDB will install in 27017 port only. Port usually will not change, okay, but the IP address will change, because if you are installing the MongoDB in different machine, means that time instead of using the local host or instead of using the 127.0.0.1, you can use the IP address of the new machine where you install the MongoDB. Okay, but other than that, everything is all common procedure only. Everything is actually a common procedure. What is that you are doing? You are installing the MongoDB, you are installing the Node.js server, and go to the folder where your application is there, and then you are running the commands npm space install, npm space fund, npm space audit space fix, and then node space app.js, like that you are entering, and you are checking the application is actually working fine or what. Yes, it is actually working fine. Till now whatever we did is actually a application setup. Application setup. Okay, application setup. Okay, any question guys till now? Yeah. So application setup is ready. Okay. In Java agent also we did the similar thing, right? How that JPEG store application is actually installed on top of the uh, Apache Tomcat server, like that we discussed one procedure, right? Like that, here also we discussed what we discussed on top of the Node.js server, how you are configuring your Express cart application. Yes, we discussed right now. Now we know how to set up the sample application. Now we know how to set up the sample application. Now I'm going to App Dynamics.